Happy Monday. We are going to do a full-on glam today. Let me just show some groups really quick. Show it to you. Let me type in my other stuff. We'll share it to you. Awesome. Okay. So, we are doing, hi Amber, a full-on glam video tonight. I haven't done one of these in a while. I haven't done a full-on makeup routine, so we're going to do that tonight. And I can't decide how I want to wear these cat ears. How do I want to wear them? Me. I did nothing with my hair today. Okay, that's better. It's been in a messy bun all day long. So I did nothing with my hair today, so it looks atrocious, and I'm really sorry, but this is what we're going to go with. So, I'm going to start off with some Glorious Face Primer. Start off with some of that. Hello! So, I haven't done a full-on, like, full face in a while. So I thought, now's a good time to do one, since it's been a hot minute. So we're starting with our Glorious Face Primer. Hi, Vicky. And then we're going to do our eye primer. And my desk is kind of cleaned off, mostly because I cleaned my brushes, so all my brushes are gone. But they're still pretty much a mess. So some eye primer. Applying that. And we're gonna get started. So let me pull my mirror up so I can see what I'm doing. Hi, Emily. So I can see what I'm doing. Alright, so I have a lot of redness to cover. I have some sunburn to cover. I kind of got a little sunburnt yesterday. Oops. So we have a lot of that to cover. But I'm going to start off with my eye makeup first, okay? So I'm starting with my eye makeup first. And I'm going to use... Let me see if I have any. No, I might not. Might be out of the color that I want. Hang on. Ugh. Yeah, I totally am. So we're going to do Organza. So we're going to use Organza Liquid Concealer. Skin Perfecting Concealer. And I'm applying it mostly around my eyes. And we're going to spray our blender down with some rose water spray to help blend the makeup. And start applying that. So start blending it all in. So rose water spray is also super important for this step, because it's going to help my sunburn a lot. It is 20% off in this month's Kudos. So if you need something to help with your sunburn, help reduce redness, any breakouts, rose water spray is legit the best. Hands down. We'll just get a little bit of that. But I want to do like a serious eye makeup look. So we're going to do our eye makeup first. Now we're doing our eye makeup first because if you're doing a heavy eye makeup, sometimes it's best to always do your eye makeup before you do your foundation in case you have fallout. Fallout is when you have too much product on the brush and you may not like tap away at all and you're going to get all that like little dusty parts all over your face and you don't want that. So fallout is easy to prevent if you do your eye makeup first, okay? So we have our setting, we have our we have our primer on and some hi Aurealis, some of our concealer. I'm forgetting everything that I'm doing. Hi Beth. And now we're going to do our eye makeup to make it a little bit more strong. So, we're being real serious here with this eye makeup today, okay? Real serious. So, let's see here. We are going to... I have to get rid of some brushes in here. So, I cleaned all my brushes. Finally. So, now I just got to find the right ones that I want to use. And make ourselves look pretty. So I've stopped wearing makeup to work because I'm like, I'm just going to end up doing a live anyway at night. I'm like, I don't want to put makeup on and then have to take it off and put makeup on again. So I've been rocking the bare face at work. Nothing on, everything's nice and clean, and letting my skin air out because of all of these lovely, lovely pregnancy hormones going on. Oh, so fantastic. All right, so let's start off with let's do a nice smoky eye, a really deep smoky eye. So we're going to use, let's use an Addiction palette. Because we haven't used one in a while. Hi, Angie. We're going to use an Addiction palette. I don't know if I want to use this one. Or, let's do Addiction palette 2. We're really pretty much going to recreate my favorite look for weddings. So we're going to use Addiction palette 2, which is in all these nice silvers, grays, and blacks. I'm going to start off with Honorable and make a nice base. And so here's another great thing. If you're doing your eye makeup first and not your foundation, you can be as messy with it as you need to be. Hi, Andrea. You can be as messy with it as you need to be. Because we're going to clean it up when we do our foundation. This is what concealer is for. Concealer is for concealing all the parts you don't want to show off. Hi, Tommy. So we're using Honorable. And we're still blending it out. Hi, Jillian. Hello. So we're getting a nice blend to it all. If you guys could please share my video, that'd be so greatly appreciated. So we have this nice base going on right now, okay? So we use the color Honorable. This is hands down probably one of my more favorite Addiction palettes. You can use it for everything. There's so much that it matches to, too. It's silvers and grays and blacks. They're easy to match. Alright, so we did that. Hi, Jessica. So now, we're going to start making it a smoky. So, we're going to start off with Perplexed here, which is a shimmery gunmetal color. And start working that in the outer V. So we're using Perplexed. In the outer V and a little bit into the crease, not a lot, okay? And again right here. And a little bit close to the lash line. Hi, Sierra. And a little bit close to the lash line because we want to start shaping that look. So, once we've done that, I'm going to go in with a plain brush. I'm using our fluffy crease brush and just kind of giving it a once over to be sure we're blending it out how we want it to. Hi, Mom. Making sure it's blended, nice and neat and really pretty, okay? So, I feel like it needs a little bit stronger over here. Okay, so now that we have that, now we're going to do a little bit of this color Cocky, okay, which is a deep brown here. And I'm going to start, and so this is what I mean by fallout. So if you apply a bunch to your brush, tap your brush a few times and you'll see all that powder kind of disperse. That's going to be all of the stuff we want to get rid of, so it's not going to fall on our foundation if we had our foundation done first. So I'm doing the same thing. What I'm doing is I'm building the color. Most important thing when you're doing a deep smoky eye like this, you want to build the color. You don't want to go straight in with that black, straight in with that silver, and get upset because it's not how you want it to look. You want to build it. Hi, Des. You want to build that color. Now, see, like I said, too, we don't have everything on. We just have a little bit of concealer around our face. This is going up much higher than I want it to, but that's what concealer is for. When we use concealer, we will clean this up so we have more definition to our brows, and it's not so much, here's my eye makeup and then here's my eyebrows. You want that space in between. And to help blend, if you go in circular motions, that helps create that nice soft blend. So it's not super in your face strong. Hi, Angie. It's not super in your face, super heavy. If you want a nice soft blend to deep colors, Go in a circular motion. Use a light touch. Very gently do it, okay? It takes a little time, but you get that look you want without looking like a raccoon. Kind of important. So again, bringing that in. All right, so now we're gonna get into more of the blacks. But first, I'm gonna do, we'll do a little bit of the blacks, and then I'm gonna do, hi Rachel, my fun little trick that I learned. So my fun little trick that I learned, I'll do that in a little bit. But we're gonna start smoking in some of the black. So this is a really heavy black. It's called Peppy. It's a really heavy black. I'm taking this really tiny brush, almost like a lip brush. And again, I'm swirling it in, but I'm tapping off any excess. And I'm gonna just start going really close to my lash line. Hi Zeta. Really close to my lash line. Almost as if I was using it like eyeliner, okay? And like I said, this is usually the look I go for when I'm going to a wedding. I go really dramatic, depending on the wedding too. I go super dramatic. If it's a night wedding, yes. If it's a day wedding, absolutely not. I tend to go a little lighter. But, so now that I've done that, you guys can start to see the definition there. Now I'm taking my brush again, blending it out a little bit. And then, so you guys can start to see too, I'm getting some black flecks here. That's from the black eyeshadow that we're using. Excuse me. So, now I can do this part. So I'm going to take some of my concealer. I'm using Organza because unfortunately I cannot find my Scarlet. I think I'm out of Scarlet. I'm putting a little bit on the palette here. And so this is where I'm going to start doing something so I can get the silver to pop more, making it much more dramatic. So I'm going to take my crease brush, my cream shadow brush, I'm sorry. And I'm going to start applying it from the inner corner up into the crease. And out just a little bit. Hi, Laura. So just like how we build the smoky, we're also going to build the glitter. Like that. So we're starting to get that cut crease look that's really popular right now too. The cut crease look has not gone away. It will not go away for a while. It is very, very popular right now because people are really into glitter. I don't know about you guys. I am speaking for myself and many other friends of mine. Everyone's into the glitter and they want the glitter to pop. So to make the glitter pop, we use concealer and start to create that cut crease look. And blending outward. Just enough. We're not doing a full on, we're not ending it here because we want to keep that smoky part. So I'm just making sure this is exactly where I want it to be color-wise. Yes. Okay. So, now that we have that, we're going to let that sit, and I'm just going to go over with my fluffy crease brush and make sure that's blended in nicely. I'm going very, very gently, bringing that smoky aspect back in to get it all to blend together. Like so. Okay? I want to add a little bit more on this eye. If you guys could please share my video, I'd so appreciate it. Just comment shared once you've done it. Alright, so we have that. Blending that in a little bit more. Bam. Almost. Okay. So, now we're going to get to the glitter part, okay? The glitter part is a little difficult. The glitter part takes a lot of time. So we're going to start off with, I'm going to use an opulent white color. Thanks for sharing. I'm going to use our opulent white color here, Pessimistic. Almost like a base. Not super heavy of a base, but just enough. I'm just tapping it on. Just tapping it on. Okay, like that. Then we're going to do the shiny stuff. The shiny stuff. So let's see here. Let's see what we got to work with. Alright. So we'll be using a flat brush again, a cream shadow brush. And we're going to spray this with rose water spray. And we're going to do the color Romantic right here. And I'm packing it onto my brush on both sides. I'm really packing it on. See? Now this is where people get confused. So in order for you to get glitter or pigments or glitter or very strong pigments or metallics, you have to pack on the product. You can't swipe. You're literally going to pack on the color. Thank you for sharing. So you were tapping on the product. Right up to where we put that cream. Okay? So you guys can start to see how much brighter it's getting. Right in the crease there. Like that. So you're starting to see how much brighter it's getting. Same thing in the other eye. Spray it down a little bit. Pack on the product on your brush. Another great brush to use if you don't have one of these sponge brushes. And I'm talking like the old school triangle ones where they used to come in all of our little Claire's kits when we go out makeup before it had asbestos in it. Yeah, that's where it's like the best to get. Not the makeup, but the brush. And packing it on. Like that. So we're starting to get that nice bright pop to our smoky eye. Another thing I like to do is I really like to make sure that it's super glittery if I'm going to a wedding and stuff. So I will use glitter eyeliner as well for the inner corner. And start building it up. Hi, Rachel. So I'm using our glitter eyeliner, a limited edition color. And start building it up. And letting it fade just a little bit. Told you we're glamming, yo. Leo and I have 3 more weddings to go to this year. Hi, Jen. Have 3 more weddings to go to this year. I will be doing all of this. And then just to blend it in, I'm just going to still pack a little bit. There we go. And then we're just going to finish up the side of our smoky eyes. So to do that, we're still going to take our fluffy crease brush. Oh my god, it's been way too hot. Like I said, I haven't been wearing any makeup to work either. And that's the other thing too, like, it's so hot, I don't want to get up in the morning. So like, days where I can sit down and just do my makeup and not have to worry or rush, I'm like, yes! This is like Instagram versus real life makeup, and this is like the Instagram version where like it's super heavy on and everything. But it is true, people tend to go more for like the Instagram look these days. Excuse me. Alright, so then I'm going to take that little bit of black again, using my small brush of Peppy. And just in this inner corner, or the outer corner, I'm sorry. The outer V of my eye. And we'll blend that in just a moment. Just like that. And then we'll take a brush. And you still want to blend in, so you're taking a little bit of the product too, hi Crystal, and dragging it into the inner corner. Just so it blends together nicely. I feel like this eye is brighter than that eye. I believe we are sold out of this liquid eyeliner. I think so. I think we are. It was really popular when we had it for that little bit of time. And I think it's sold out. Alright, so now I'm going to use a liquid eyeliner once I find it. Where'd you go, boo? I just threw you in here. Where'd you go? Ooh, that's a brush. I might have one in here. Hang on. No, that's psychic. I need my liquid black. My liquid black liner. Let's see. That's prominent. That's polarized. That fell. Where you at, son? This is what happens. Hi, Rose. Hi, Gammy. Dropping stuff now all over the place. Well, Dave Flab it. I know it's in here. I just dropped it in here. So I was all, ooh, I'm going to need that. Oh, wait. I got it. Cool. Alright, so we got it. Our black dip and draw. The color is called Perfect. Because I'm perfect. Just kidding. No one's perfect. I'm going to start drawing out my wing. So I like to match up my wings first before filling them in. I get the angle that I want them at. And then I'm going to pull them in. Hi, Rena. I want to say tomorrow night's live is like how to perfect your wing. So I'll go more into this tomorrow night. But I also am possibly changing tomorrow night's plan. Like that. Picking up the corners a little bit more, so they're not so droopy drawers. You got it. I'm trying to announce my lives like and keep them as plans, so that way like I can keep up with everything. But I don't know if I'm going to do it. I want to do it soon because I like doing the wing one. I get a lot of good feedback on the wing one. Mostly because not everyone can catch it live, unfortunately. Or I'll do it a few times and, you know, sometimes it even helps me out to get a refresher on what I'm supposed to be doing. So now I'm going to line my bottom lid. There we go. And I'm torn between doing 4D. Let's do 4D. Let's do our 4D. So we're going to curl our little tiny baby lashes. Our little sad baby lashes. Ooh, I like this lash curler. This is a new one I got. I like it. Remember, when you curl your lashes, don't clamp onto them for dear life and think that you're going to be fine. Do it very gently. Just a few little boop, boop, boop. Don't be like, because that won't end up good. No one will like that. No one likes that. It's not pretty. It's not good. Alright, so I'm using our 4D. So I'm going to go over a quick refresher on how to use 4D. So you want to scrape off any excess first. Any excess. And you're going to do the wiggle and the roll, okay? So you start at the base and you wiggle. And roll upward. You're rolling your hand out away from your body. To get that length and definition. Alright, so we got one coat on. We're going to do the other. So again, you're going to take off any excess. And same thing, so wiggle and roll. So wiggle and roll. Hi, Kelly. And sometimes you gotta twirl the brush around a little bit to get a little bit more of the product. That's okay. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the other eye again, but I'm gonna do from the middle to the tips. Same thing, wiggle and roll. But from the middle this time. Here's the thing. There's so much product into this little brush that you rarely need to re-dip. And if you do re-dip, make sure you scrape off any excess again. And you're just going to continue building until you get the length and volume that you desire. Plus, if you kind of squint a little bit and you pull straight up, you're going to get that length upward. There we go. And I will tell you too, for weddings, I usually tend to do falsies. But in this case, I'm just going to do another coat, but this time I'm going to use regular Epic. So this is our regular Epic Black. Now this one you can just apply normal. Our regular Epic comes in black, brown, and black waterproof, which is a godsend, let me tell you. Getting those bottom lashes. So this is more for like the mom on the go. You can still get extreme length and volume, but it's less wiggle and roll and more just boop. Here's the thing with these mascaras, and here's the thing with any mascara, really, with any mascara. You have to take your time, okay? You can't just go whoop and think that your lashes are going to be this long. You have to take your time, and some of us have really short lashes. Really short lashes. So it may not look like a huge difference, but it's enough of a difference where I'm like, oh my god, I don't have to buy 10,000 mascaras anymore to get the length and the volume that I want. I'm now just doing the one that I want. Hi, Kelsey. I'm now just using one mascara, and I'm just taking my time with it and getting the length that I want. So just remember that. It's not a quick fix mascara. If you take your time with it, you'll get that length that you desire. Hi, Amanda. So, we're done with the eyes for now. We will move on to brows, but not just yet. So, now that we've done our eyes, we're going to do our foundation. So for our foundation, I'm going to contour with our stick foundations. I like doing this. So I'm taking my stick foundation. This is the color Suede. And actually, I don't know if I want to do Suede or something lighter. I haven't decided yet. Thank you. Let's do Suede. I'm going very light. Thank you for sharing. So I'm going very light, and I'm pulling in, and I'm starting to do my contour. On my forehead, along my jawline, and down my double chin that has developed since Savannah really likes sweet treats. It's true. She does. And so do I. Whatever. And then to get my nose, I'm taking this small oval brush and getting the sides of my nose. Told you guys, we're going full on out. Get it underneath my nose. There we go. Ta-da! So I'm actually going to blend this out first, and then I'm going to put on my normal foundation, because our stick foundations are super heavy, and I want to be sure that if I overdo it, I can cover it up with the other foundation. So I'm going to use our kabuki brush, spray it with some rose water, because again, it helps with blending, and start blending that in. See what I mean? I'm starting to creep up a little higher, and I'll show you guys how to get that a little less dark. really dragging that out. It looks super heavy, but don't worry. I'll show you how we fix that. Hi, Rebecca. All right, so it looks super heavy. So we blended down our nose. But here's what you're gonna do if it ever gets too heavy for you and it's not how you're starting getting, like, it's not how you want it to look, okay? Take your blender, dampen it. Dampen your blender with some water, dampen it with a little bit of rose water, whatever your little heart desires, dampen it. And then just start slowly blotting it out. And that's if you don't want more foundation on your face, which no one wants more than they need to have. Now this is creating a wash almost, and washing out the pigment. It's making it look much less strong and feathering it out. But like I said, we don't have our other foundation on yet, so we're good. So we still have room to play. But see how much lighter that is just from dampening my sponge and kind of feathering it out? Looks much better. Alright, so now we're going to go in with our normal color, which is organza, but I think I'm going to use some scarlet in this case, because again, we're contouring. So I'm going to use scarlet, which is our lightest shade. Under our eyes here. Every time I say under our eyes, I think of Handmaid's Tale, where she's like under his eye. Hi, Lauren, which is not a good comparison, but it's true. Along our jawline here, and I'm going really light. I'm almost like blotting it in. How to look like a zebra 101. It's my new makeup class. I hope you guys like it. Alright, so now we're going to blend that in. So we are going to use this brush. Again, we're going to spray with rose water. And start blending that in. It's starting to lighten it all up. Being careful around our eyes because we just worked really hard on that eye look. But it's cleaning up right underneath our wing there, where there was fallout. I used our rose water spray, which is 20% off in this month's Kudos bundle. Rose water spray helps with redness, helps a lot with sunburn. It's like, and it smells really good. It can help set your makeup. So that is 20% off in this month's Kudos. And then again, I'm going to take my beauty blender and just kind of go over everything. Hi, Kelsey. Just kind of go over it all. That depends. And the reason why that depends is because it depends on what kind of eye look you're doing. If I'm going super heavy on my eye look, I will do my eyes first. If I'm doing, you know, just a regular going to work, need to put my face on, I'll do my foundation first usually. Put setting powder underneath my eyes while I do my makeup. So that really just depends on the look you're going for. If you're doing this, highly recommend doing your eyes first. Highly, highly, highly recommend that. Especially if you're going to have something that's going to have fallout, like a dark color. Okay? So if you're going to have something like that, highly recommend doing that first. Alright, so let me blend that down. You're welcome, boo. And I flip-flop too. Like, I'll go in between, like, you know, like, alright, let's run the risks today. Let's just see what's going to happen. But I tend to do my eye makeup first if I'm doing a really strong look like that. And then I'll move on to my foundation afterwards. I just realized why one eye looks darker. I have a slightly hooded eye on this eye. Good to know! Alright, so let's do these eyebrows. No, we're not done with our face yet. We're not done with our face yet. So, more stuff, of course, happens to your face. So now you've got this cream foundation on, okay? And you don't want it to be creamy all day and smudge on you all day. There's a few steps you're going to take. Setting spray. If it is hot. If you need your makeup to last you all day long. If you feel like it's going to be sweating off of you. It's okay to do an extra spray here or there of your setting spray. Okay? Your setting spray helps a lot with that. It's going to help prevent all that creasing, all that slickness. It's going to let it set. So we're letting it set before we move on to the next step. Letting it set. Once that is set and ready, baking time! Again, Beauty Blender. You're going to dampen your sponge and apply it under your eyes and get a nice thick coverage there. And I'll tell you what this does in a second. What this does is if you set it in all the places where you tend to smile more, where you tend to crease more, this is going to prevent that creasing from happening. Okay? Forehead, most definitely. Forehead, most definitely. Because think about it. Throughout our day, we smile a lot. We raise our eyebrows a lot at people who are being dumb. All that fun stuff. And right along here. Now, this is a translucent setting powder. And what this is going to do is also help brighten the areas that we had contoured with the lighter color with the highlight, okay? And let it sit just for a little bit. While it's sitting, we're going to do our eyebrows now. So, we are going to do our brow palette. And we're going to use our brow brush. Nope, that's not it. Our brow brush. That's not it either. What the crap? It's like I see it, I grab it, I don't have it. I have it now. Okay, our brow artist brush. So this is our palette in brunette. I'm starting off with the wax. First, I want to comb them into place, though. Excuse me. Let me see if I can find a small comb. Ooh, I know where I can find one. We'll just use a little bit of this. A little bit of brow gel. combing it into place. And we're going to take the wax and follow that same pattern. Really shaping them out. Now the wax has a slight tint to it. So what it's going to do is help us shape out where we want our brows to go. Because you want a nice shape to them. Ooh, me. And we can get them looking as even as possible. So here's another big thing too. Your face is not symmetrical. So your brows are sisters, not twins. They will never ever look the exact same. So they are sisters, not twins. So don't think you're going to get the exact same look. It's not going to happen. Hi, Savannah. And I'm applying just a little bit in the center because what it's going to do is the wax is going to help the powder products here hold on to the look. So now I'm going to take the lighter brown on the angled side of this brush. And I'm going to start doing short little hair-like strokes upward. Keeping it lighter toward the middle. Like that. Same thing for this side. I'm spacing them out. Because you want to do short little hair-like strokes. And you have to remember that they're brows. They have hair. They're not going to be just a big block. So short little hair-like strokes. Upward and out. So now we're going to get into the darker part. Darker part, I'm going to use the flat end of this brush and start shaping out underneath my brow. Now this is a little easy for me right now because I did just kind of do my brows the other day. Like pluck them into place. Is anyone interested in a brow how-to tutorial? If so, comment brow below. And I'm just again filling them in slowly. If you're interested in seeing a brow how-to tutorial, comment brow below. Because brows are really important right now. Like, have you guys noticed how important brows are lately? Like, everyone's been like, no, my eyebrows have to look good. There we go. So then, to get them to blend better, you're going to take a plain spoolie and just brush through them. That's going to help them blend better. And I'm also wearing away a little bit of that because it was a little low. There we go. So now we've got the colors blending together so they're not just like, and here's the light part and here's the dark part. You want them to blend together nicely. So today, I went through my phone, deleted a ton of selfies, most of which were selfies from when my brows, I didn't know how to do them. I'm just brushing with this powder now. When I didn't know how to do brows. And I was like, oh no, we can't look back on that. We have to get rid of that. So I deleted a ton of selfies where like my brows were less than perfect. So now we've mattified this look. And we're going to finish up our face, get some lips in, and we'll be done. So what I like to do too is I like to set this little bit of contour we did too. But I do it a little differently. So I sometimes will use bronzer. Sometimes. But lately I've been using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I just like how much stronger the contour comes out. So we're going to use that. If I can find it. Ooh, that hurt. That wasn't comfortable. If I know where I put it. I might not. Hang on. No, it's not in there. Where'd it go? Where are you? Alright. That's fine. We can still use the bronzer. We'll still use the bronzer. Hi, Krista. Let's see. So let's still use a bronzer. We're going to use Hermosa, which is the middle shade in our bronzers. Not that brush. I want to use this brush. I'm going to find that Shade and Light palette once I get off here. So I'm using Hermosa bronzer, tapping off any excess, and then blending again in circular motions. If you want something to blend nicely, blend it in circular motions. And with this bronzer, you don't need a lot, okay? A little goes a long way. So what this is also doing is it's warming up our look so it's not super heavy anymore. We're not so static, I guess you could say. It's warming up our look. I just dropped my rose water spray. It's okay. Guys, you should see this desk. I'm telling you though, it's like 1,000 times better than it used to be. 1,000. So I'm going to take a thinner brush now and set the sides of my nose. To get that nice and contoured. Then we're going to do some blush. So the blush we're going to use is, we're going to use the color Sweet, or do we want Seductive? Seductive, where you at, son? If you're close by, I'm using Seductive. Yes! Ha ha ha! Using Seductive. Seductive blush, which is also 20% off. It doesn't look like this. It's in a little smaller of a container. When I apply blush, I tap and tap off any excess. And I start off really light. Okay? And I go right above my contour. Very lightly. Then once I do that, I take the other side of the brush, which is plain. So I do one side of the brush and blend that in. Okay. Then we're going to do highlight. So because we use powder, we want to stick to powder. So we're going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills. We have Aurora, which I don't think will work for this one. And we have Moonchild, which I think will work for this one. Yes. Yes, it will. So we're going to use Pink Heart. And we're putting this on the highest part of our cheekbones. Again, blending in circular motions. Always, always, always blend in circular motions. It keeps it nice and clean looking. It doesn't look streaky. You get that nice finish. And on the tips of our nose. And then we're going to do some a little bit under our brow here. So we're using a eyeshadow brush and going right underneath the brow here. Like that. So there's that. Then, oh, I knew this would be a long live. I had a feeling. And then we're going to do our lips. Hi, Rosanna. What should I do for lips? I tend to do nude or red. Let's do... I don't know. What should I do? Someone tell me. Give me your opinions. Let's see what you got. What should I do for my lips? Ooh, I have the Kylie. Let's do... What are you? What are you? No. Let's do Kylie Jenner. I'm gonna do the Kylie lip kit, which I don't know if I'm 100% a fan of or not, but we're going with it. So I'm gonna use her lip liner. This is Red Velvet. Thank you. I love red lipstick. I firmly believe every woman should have a good red lipstick, a good nude, and a good pink. Hi, Kayla. So we've traced them out with the lip liner. So now we're going to use, this is again Red Velvet, so it's the kit, so it comes together. Excuse me. I don't love the smell of these. I really don't. They smell like overly cupcake to me, but it does last pretty well. So that's the Kylie Jenner one. Unique does have a similar red. Sizzling. So, but I want to use the Kylie Jenner one for this one. And then I think that's it. Girl, I wish it wasn't a Monday night and I had to be at work in 11 hours. Because I could totally go out right now. I could. But I'm not. Because it is 9 o'clock and I have to work in the morning. Actually, and my mom and I are working out tomorrow morning. We're going for a walk with the dogs. At 6 a.m. I'm like, okay, I guess we're doing it. Alright, guys. So this is my full-on glam look. I like to do this one a lot. Hi, Amy. I like to do this one a lot for weddings, for big parties, anything like that. Red lipstick is obviously my go-to, and a dark smoky eye is always my go-to. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I always greatly appreciate it. You guys are the best. I'm going to, and ice cream tomorrow after work. Yes, I'm so excited for that. So I'm going to list all the products that I used in the comments below. 90% of these were unique, so I will list all the colors in that as well. If you guys are interested in seeing a brow how-to, just let me know. And tomorrow night, it'll either be a wing how-to or something else. I haven't decided. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Bye.